Hello, my name's Julie from Sewunique, and I will pop all the links down below where you can find me on social media. Well, welcome to episode 193. Now, this week I knew I wasn't going to get a lot of crafting done because I'd only got Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to actually do some crafting, and because we were going away on Friday and not coming back till Sunday. So we're going to Leamington Spa. We were having a little weekend break, and Adele was going to do a craft fair down there. So the crafting part, not a lot happened. I had, what shall I call it? Everything went wrong because it all started last Monday when obviously the vlog had already been filmed. I edited everything on the Monday, got it all exporting and everything, got it onto YouTube, it processed. As soon as it finished processing, it failed. So I tried another twice. Same thing happened again. And it does take quite a long time to do all these separate stages. So by Monday evening, I was tearing my hair out with it. And Jake came to have a look and he says, well, the video, it's empty. There's nothing there now. Did you save it? When you first did it, I'm like, no, because after it's done its bit on in the editing program, you sort of find target basically on mine. The video pops up, and I just cut it out of this folder and put it into my YouTube folder. That was a big mistake because it took me 2 hours to edit it. So I had to re-edit all the footage, let it do its stuff on through the editing program. By midnight, it actually finished doing its stuff onto YouTube, and it finally was there. So it was probably gone midnight before I could actually switch the computer off and go to bed. So it was a very long and stressful day, but nobody knew that apart from me. And it didn't get any better actually as the week went on. Yeah, the computer was playing up, my phone was playing up, the printer was playing up. I'd bought new inks for the printer. Our printer was in the description. When they came, they just didn't work. The printer went into error mode and it was having a bit of a hissy fit. So I had to send them back. So I'm without inks at the minute, so I can't print anything off. So Kevin needed something for work and I couldn't print it off. I said, but we can download it for you onto your phone, it's fine. It just meant that I couldn't print off any patterns or anything. Now, if you remember the other week, I got the cross stitch magazine with the ball design with I think it was a deer in a wintry scene, which I was hoping to start. Because I don't want to mark the original, because if I know if I go wrong, I'll regret it. So that is set in the drawer right in front of it at the minute. So I will start that as soon as I can get some inks for the printer. Yes. So yes, it's been a bit of a fun week. My phone was just playing up. I don't know. It just was not performing this week. I don't know why. Very strange. It kept freezing. I mean, it's not that long had an update, but then all the updates were not very good updates. It's just messed it up altogether. So to be honest, I was glad to get away. And I had hoped on crocheting some of the rounds for my autumn blanket. I thought, well, if I can get so many done, I can just take a cream ball of yarn just to do the border. I thought that'll keep me going because I really only need it for when I'm travelling down and travelling back up. So I managed to get some done on the Wednesday evening, and they lasted me, well, until we got there really. I just took my time with the borders. I went wrong twice on this one border. So that was, I had to frog that a couple of times, but we got there eventually. And of course we had Storm Claudia, which I didn't know. I hadn't really heard we were going to have a storm. So we were having to travel in that storm, and it was horrendous on the motorways. It really was. I mean, we were lucky that it wasn't too busy, but the rain and everything that were coming off the lorries, I'm glad I was sat in the back and I didn't have to watch it all. Because Adele's got, she gets car sick, so she sits in the front. So I just sat in the back. I just got my head down and I was crocheting away. And once I'd finished that, I got some felt out of my bag. I took this little bag with me. Oops. Just full of bits really to do. So yeah, so one thing I managed to get done was, oops, I took this with me. Now I just finished stitching, so it was really just to tidy up the back. So I mean the back is a bit of a mess, but I am going to put these in some box frames. So I did get that finished, so that's been all the way to Leamington Spa with me and all the way back home. So I'm really pleased with that. It's turned out really well. I say I've finished it. The only thing I've got to do really is put the acorns on, which I am going to do. I must admit I'd forgotten about that. That's what it does to your brain when you've had a bad week. So I have got to sort of do that. But that's a job I'm going to keep for evenings here. So I did have a sample kit to make. So I've got these on the website. So you can see it's got a little bit of stitching on there. So what I managed to do was to get I was cutting out on the way down, which is not easy in the back of a car. So I have got two bodies, so it's all stitched together. I've done all the detail on the tail. Yes, that's all I've got to do there. So I've got the eyes on. I have got the wings cut out. So we've got two in the brown and two white. And then I've got to do the detail on the wings, which I'll have these done for next week, so it will be in next week's vlog. And then I cut out a gingerbread man, and I decided, as I hadn't got really much left to do while I was travelling and that, I'm travelling back up, I got the buttons put on, I drew the face on, and I started stitching. So all I need to do is put the stuffing in and put a ribbon in, but I've got no stuffing, had I? So I've had to wait to get some stuffing for this. So this will be done this week, but I did manage to find one out that I did last year, because I need these for the tree, to decorate the tree up in the shop. So at least I've got that one that I can put on the tree, but I'd like to get this one done as well. What else was I doing? I think that might have been about it really, but I did go shopping while I was there as well. And as I've mentioned it before, I think, oh gosh, it was, if you're new here you'll not know, but if you've been a regular you'll know, we went last year, early last year, and there's 3 fabric shops down there and 2 of them have got yarn in. Now I was very good, I didn't buy much. She says, I didn't. I bought a ball of chenille yummy, and this is Merry Christmas, and I thought that would make some nice hats for the snowmen that I might like to crochet, because I've got one that I did, it was either early on this year or it was last December. It hasn't got a hat, so that's what that's for, and maybe a scarf or something, we'll see. And then, because I hadn't got any yarn with me to do my crochet squares, I went into the yarn shop at the bottom of the town and I bought a ball of Marble Chunky by James C. Brett, and oh, there's no, it doesn't tell you the colour that's on it, but I wanted something that was autumnal, and look what have it I managed to get one. Now look at that, beautiful colours in there. So you've got your browns, your purples, your oranges, your greens, everything. There's a bit of blue in there. Looks gorgeous, that. So I managed to buy that. So I decided to do some of the circle parts just using this, so I can dot them about like I did with that other ball that I've got. So these are the 3 that I managed to get done going down along with my felt, and then coming home I managed to do the centre parts. I don't know if this is picking up true to colour there, but it is all the purple and blue and there's bits of orange in there. So I've managed to get that one done. So I've got 6 squares basically, and they're all slightly different, which is nice. So I might even use that big ball because it's a 200-gram ball, for the border as well on this blanket when it comes to it, if I've got enough left. So yeah, so that kept me occupied while I was travelling. We had a really lovely weekend. The hotel that we were in was actually not far from the town centre. It was walking distance from where Adele was going to do the fair. We did stop with her for a little bit, had a good look round. It was in the pump room gardens, yeah. It was in the pump room, sorry. And I only bought one thing, and this was from the lady that was next door to Adele, but it's this gorgeous candle, and I love candles. And the scent of this one, it's Bewitching Black Cherry. She came from Leicestershire, Henfire's Candles, and it's a soy blend wax, and it will burn for approximately 30 hours. And it smells really, really nice. So I'm going to keep this sort of for the month of December. So that's the colour on the top. But I have to say though, the fair itself was a bit of a disaster. On the Saturday, it was not very busy. I mean, Leamington Spa is a very, very busy place. The shops are open on a Sunday there, and they had Sunday Christmas market, which probably didn't help, because this fair was running Saturday and Sunday, and Adele picked only to do the Saturday. I mean, there were some lovely stores there. The store holders were lovely, very friendly, and it was a lovely place. I mean, the last time I was sort of in the pump rooms probably was when I was about 8, when I was in the brownies. That was a long, long time ago, and to me it was a very sort of dingy place. We were doing carol singing for the pensioners, I think it was, but it's decorated up lovely. I mean, there's columns there, there's lots of gold up on the ceilings, everything was really, really nice. And like I say, it was lovely to see. It was lovely to go around and see what was what. But yeah, the fair was a bit of a disaster. So we did leave Adele there on her own because she was quite happy to be there on her own. We went back and took her some lunch. She could go to the toilet and things like that. So we weren't far away, because when you go up into the shops, up the parade, it 10 minutes and you can be back down to where she was. So she was fine, because she's used to doing these things on her own, because she can go to London and do all that. It's fine. So that's just across the road from where Adele was, just a bit further down the street. That's where I got that yarn from. And while I was in the shop, I spotted some tartan fleece. So I have bought this. So I'm going to be making Milo a dog coat, and I thought I might make my son like a scarf or something, because he does like his tartan. Now I know his wife's not keen on red, but I couldn't resist it because I thought it was so nice. And yeah, I know my son will like it, so that's what I'm going to be doing. for Christmas. It's just a little extra present. Oh, and another thing I did buy before I forget, I got myself a little felt toadstool, which is really lovely. I like toadstools and they look nice on the tray. And I also got like what is this? Is this a little gonk? It doesn't actually say. Oh, it is. It just has a gnome. So I got that. And I also got a spool of velvet ribbon. Look at that, very rich red. So I thought that might look nice on some of the decorations that I'm going to be making. I did buy a few other things, but I can't share them at the moment because these are all for gifts. I've got 3 gifts on, well, 2 friends, 2 gifts, and then one of my friends has commissioned me to make a Christmas Eve box. So I can't share anything else now with that, otherwise both of them will see it. But what I'm going to do is when I come to actually put the box together and put the parcels together, I will film it all and then I'll make sure everything's ready to go online between Christmas and New Year, so you can all see what I actually bought and what I've made with these things once everybody's obviously opened the presents. So yeah, so what I'm going to do now is pop in some footage, some photographs of the hotel, the craft fair, going into Jefferson Gardens, going around the town, going shopping, seeing the markets. And we had a drink. It was I don't think I've ever had Baileys before midday before, but I had hot chocolate Baileys. It's really very nice. And Adele had a mulled wine, so she was happy. So I will pop that in, and then I will come back at the end to see you. So I hope you enjoy.
the colors. Some love, summer love, memories washed in every shade of green and all the colors, summer love. Remember the lazy river day canoe, bathing in the turquoise blue, losing track of time with you. Another peach pie sunset view, sleeping in the afternoon, no place to be and nothing to prove. That's sure something I could use. A cure for the air-conditioned blues. Could use some too. A little bit of summer
And I hope you enjoyed seeing what we were up to in Leamington Spa. I can't believe the change in the weather. Obviously on the Friday when we got there, it was just really raining. We got settled in the hotel and we had to go back out for food because the hotel didn't do evening meals. It did you got breakfast in with you, what you pay for, like, but it didn't do evening meals, which was quite strange, really. So we went off out and got some food and brought it back to the hotel. But going out, not far away from where we were staying, we had to go under this bridge, this railway bridge. I think it was a railway bridge, and it was flooded. So of course the cars were queuing on both sides. Now Adele took a video of this because she was sat in the front and I wasn't. So if I can get the video, I will pop that in, or I hope I'll have popped that in as well. But yeah, and listening to that underneath the car, battering the bottom of the car, it was quite scary, really. But not long after that, they actually closed the bridge because it was getting too deep for cars to go through, because some cars were not going slow and they were just speeding through it. Of course, that throws it all up over your car and underneath your car. So any one of us could have got stuck, but we were fine. Everything was fine. We got to the shops and we went back to the hotel a different way around. Yeah, so you'll have that. Yes, you'll have seen the fair and everything. I can't believe the change in the weather, because on the Saturday, I don't think it rained on the Saturday. It was just very, very dull. But then on the Sunday, we got sunshine, and it was actually quite mild complete change. I didn't expect that. And then when we left Leamington to come back home, we were on the motorway and there were all dark skies in front of us. So we sort of left the sunshine and came back home to dark skies and a bit more rain, I think it did. And the temperature had plummeted. And when we got, I don't know, maybe 3/4 of the way home, we stopped off at the services, get a drink, a little bit of something to eat because we hadn't had any lunch. And it was like freezing cold. I'm thinking, oh my word, I wish I'd have stopped down in Leamington. So yes, right. Well, that was my week. Very eventful, one way or another. So I hope you've enjoyed the vlog today, and I hope everybody has a lovely week. I hope you've managed to get some crafting done. I bet you'll have got more done than me. So I will see you all again next week. So take care, everyone, and bye for now.